How's it going, guys and gals? This is Anthony and today we're back at it with a new video where we'll be talking about the predictions for Survivor Series War Games. This video was supposed to come out yesterday, but yesterday being Thanksgiving, and I decided that instead of putting this video on Thanksgiving, why not put it on Black Friday, because I just wanted to enjoy this week with my family, and I hope you enjoy your week with your loved ones. Survivor Series War Games is the first Survivor Series in a stadium, which, by the way, we also got the news that next year Survivor Series 2026 will be on Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. We got 4 matches on the show, 2 War Games matches, Intercontinental title match, and a Women's World Championship match. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Let's go. Obviously, the match that ever since Triple H took over creative, the match that always kicks off Survivor Series is the Women's War Games match. We have Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, AJ Lee, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss versus the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, and on her official main roster debut, because she's done a few main roster matches beforehand, but this is officially her main roster PLE. Lash Legend finally jumps to the main roster. How did we get into this situation? Obviously, we've known that Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Kabuki Warriors rivalry. A couple of weeks ago, the Kabuki Warriors took the titles from Alexa and Charlotte thanks to interference from Lash Legend and Nia Jax. And as the babyfaces were looking for a 5th member, AJ Lee accepted, and since AJ Lee accepted, Becky Lynch decided to join the heel team. And it's very interesting because this past Monday Night on Raw, Becky Lynch was doing a promo that this year's War Games thing was all her idea, and you can see Nia, Lash, Asuka, and Kyrie looking at her like, what the hell are you talking about? So tonight on SmackDown, we are gonna have the advantage match for the Women's War Game match. Well, that match was taped last Friday night. So, spoiler, Charlotte beat Asuka, so the babyfaces will have the advantage on this match, which works perfectly. It's not always normal to have the babyfaces with the advantage, but in this case it works because you were starting to build dissension between Rhea and Charlotte because of their history. But also you are building dissension within the heels because of Becky's lunacy, because for some reason when she confronted Paul Heyman, she was a babyface, but she stayed a heel, but she's a babyface against the Vision. Like, Steph's injury has messed up Becky's booking here, and obviously AJ Lee interfered in Becky's IC title match against Maxine Dupri, which led to Maxine's victory on Madison Square Garden. So who do I think it's gonna win? The decision between the baby faces is the reason they got the advantage. Obviously, this is a red herring. The babyfaces are gonna win this one because Rhea and Io need those women's tag team titles. They need them. So for me, Rhea and Io, either Rhea or Io get the pin on either Asuka or Kairi Sane, because we need that WWE Women's Tag Team title match. That is where the money is. Next up, we have John Cena's final PLE, where he defends the Intercontinental Championship against the AAA Mega Campeón Dominic Mysterio. As we all know, Finn Balor lost to Penta on the last time is now tournament. Obviously, Penta is injured now. Sheamus is injured, so we need two replacements in this tournament. Because of that, John Cena retains, because I do not see John Cena losing 2 times in a row. You know what I mean? Like, he's not gonna lose 2 times in a row, because you see the thing, I thought Dominic was gonna win initially, but the week before the match with John in Boston, they had that segment on Raw where Ray came back and attacked Dominic, and in my mind I was like, oh, they're gonna make Dominic versus Ray for the Mega Championship, and then they just went on a U-turn and then they reversed Uno to the original plan of Cena and Dominic, which has been the plan since like SummerSlam. And if you guys remember my videos the last couple of months, I've been saying John Cena's gonna win the title in the AC title on November 10th. John Cena's gonna win the title on November 10th. So whoever was surprised by this and got the news in October, I knew this in August. Your sources suck, Dave. Your sources suck, Mike. Your sources suck, Sean. I knew Brock Lesnar was coming back the day before, a couple days before SummerSlam, which I use in my predictions. It was not a prediction, it was a spoiler. So who do I think is gonna win here? And obviously they did the midget segment with Dominic and mini jokes, which I thought was pretty funny, you know. Great way to get hit of Dominic. Oh, sorry. For the people that may get offended, little people. Or a person that suffers dwarfism. You know, like, that's a real condition, dwarfism. So, who do I think is gonna win here? John Cena cannot lose 2 matches in a row. He loses the title on his final match. I think John Cena retains here, if I'm being completely honest. Because you cannot have too much heartbreak. And before I continue to the Women's World Title match, you cannot have too much heartbreak on this show, because I've got a prediction of what's gonna happen on the main event. So that's why I have John Cena retain here. On the Women's World Title match, we have Stephanie Baker defending the title against Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella turned heel on Stephanie Baker on Boston 2 weeks ago. You know, they have been building up this kind of friendship on television. And, you know, the jealousy got to Nikki, and she hit Stephanie with the title, and she attacked her again on MSG. And, you know, the match got made official with a promo that Stephanie did last Monday on Raw. This is just a name on Stephanie's resume. Stephanie Baker retains the Women's World title, although I can see Nikki winning the title, but under one condition: Twin Magic. If Brie Bella returns at Survivor Series and they do Twin Magic, that's the only way I can see Nikki winning the title. And now to the main event, the men's WarGames match, which I think in a way is the easiest match to predict, where the Usos, Roman Reigns, the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk, and the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes go against the Vision, Logan Paul, Brock Lesnar, and Drew McIntyre. I'm just gonna say here, I think the finish is pretty easy here. I think Logan Paul pins CM Punk. I'm just gonna put that out there. It's pretty obvious what's gonna happen. But the thing that many people want to see going is this is the match where Jay turns heel. I've been saying it since WrestleMania that Jay was gonna turn heel. I said it on my video of the post WrestleMania shows that Jay was gonna turn heel. That Jay was gonna be the first opponent of when Sammy won the World Heavyweight Championship, and I still stand by that. But it's gonna be babyface Sammy versus heel Jey Uso. I do not think that Sammy's gonna win the 2026 Royal Rumble anymore, but let's see what happens. You know, like I told you, Jay was gonna turn heel. I got that info the night after WrestleMania 41. And I've been killing it. I told you about Brock coming back. I told you about Jay turning heel in April. How do people not know this? And I got that info months ago. And what Andrade is... Sorry, somebody passed away. Listen, but as I was saying, how do this so-called journalists not know this? But as I was saying, I think Logan Paul can CM Punk because if you see that over the last 18 months, Logan Paul has literally become, we got a new babyface champion. He needs a first challenger, Logan Paul, because that's what they've been doing with Logan Paul the last 18 months. So I think Logan Paul beats CM Punk here. He gets attacked. He becomes CM Punk's first challenger. CM Punk beats him, and then Punk continues to the next thing. But Jey Uso turns heel, and obviously this past Monday Night on Raw, the heels got the advantage. You know, where Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul defeated the Usos to get the advantage on WarGames. The heels now have the advantage, and that's my prediction. Logan Paul pins CM Punk because of Jay turning heel. But as I always say, this is predictions. This does not mean that it's gonna happen, but if it happens, I got that info. That's why I share it with you guys. So before I go, cherish beautiful moments with your families, create beautiful memories, because life's too short, but memories last a lifetime. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving and a great Thanksgiving weekend. And I hope you ate a lot of turkey, just like I did yesterday. As always, this is Anthony signing off. Bye-bye.